All right. Boom. Byron Rogers back in it to win it. It's all good. Hopefully this time you guys can hear me. Once people get on here, they can let me know. So there's a second take. Either way, it's good because I was starting off slow on the last one anyways. So I stumbled across this little thought process last night, and then I was doing some introspection, and I was like, man, Byron. Hey, what's up, Derek? Can you hear me? That's the question, bro. Can you guys hear me now? Let me know. Just type it in the little comment box there if you can hear me. So I was sitting there last night having these thoughts. What really drives you? Yes, boom, back in it to win it. And I was like digging to my core, man. I was digging to my... I'm going to give you a thumbs up on that just for saying that right there. Boom. I was digging to my core, man, and I was like, what drives me? What's up, Brian? Thanks for joining us. And I was thinking like, man, I remember back when I was little, and I was like, what is it? And I was like, it's this thing where it was like, I really wanted to die for something awesome. I was like, even when I was little, I looked at my life and I was like, at the end of the day, no sound again. Well, I think some people are getting sound and some people aren't. I'm not sure. And I remember thinking like at the end of the day, I wanted to die for something awesome, and I was like thinking like, I want my life to represent something. That's what it always was for me, And then when I joined the Marine Corps, just reinforced that, being willing to go and die, like, and give my life for something awesome. And I carried that with me, obviously, into combat. And then all of a sudden, boom, all right, everyone can hear me now. That's what's up. Good to see you again, Eric. Good to see you, Kevin. And all of a sudden, like, when I went into combat and I went into the Marine Corps and everything was about kill and everything was about death, and it really helped me like learn to appreciate life, but also learn to realize the weight of the moment, like learn to realize like the and I know this is a simple principle, but like for me it's this whole entire it's this way of life. You're still here. And you got to realize that right now, man, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're living right now, what's going on in your life right now in this moment, no matter what you're putting off till tomorrow, every single thing you're doing, these moments that we're spending together right now in this video, these precious sacred moments, you can't get them back. And so what the reality is that I think a lot of us, we don't actually think about is the fact that every single moment of my life that I'm living, not doing what I want with my life or not working towards what I want with my life, that's a moment that I can't get back. And what does that mean? That's a moment that's dying. That's a moment that is gone. That's actually like light implies dark, day implies night. As every single like 24-hour period, you have both day and night in that. So what I see what are you living for, but I also see what are you dying for. I see every single moment of life being this thing where it's like, I want to live this awesome life. Like, even like Jesus died for something. He died for the most amazing thing in the world. Like, I want to live this amazing life, and I want to give my life in service of something amazing. But what I think a lot of us don't realize is, every single moment you're living, you're also dying. And so every single day of your life, every single thing you're doing with your time, you're dying for that. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it adds so much more, like, consciousness, so much more awareness, so much more appreciation, for my time, for the time I have with people, for, my decisions. It helps me be more deliberate. It helps me be like, I love Facebook. Love my Facebook family. But there are moments in life when I have to be like, are you dying for being on Facebook right now? Or are you trying to do something really, really, really great with your life? Like everything has its place. Get off Instagram, dude, and go do some work. You know what I mean? Like, are you really Byron, hey. Yeah, I'll do what my dad says. Hey, son, can you see my face through the phone? Can you see my face through the phone? Are you right now living your life? Are you dying for, doing things that really don't matter to you? Are you, it's a time consciousness concept, but even it's more than that. It's realizing that, like, yo, this is my one shot. This is my one opportunity. Like, one shot, one opportunity. Everyone's so afraid of death, but the reality is death is with us every single day, in every single moment that we cannot get back. It's not something to fear, it's something to realize. It's just the reality of the situation. It's like being afraid of gravity. And so, the alchemy, to me, the alchemy of death is to use it as a driving motivational force. You never know when it's going to be final, but it's always present, because every single moment that goes on in your life, you can't get back. And when I look at my life, and when I look at death, and when I got blown up, and I was sitting there and I thought I was dead, and I was like, Mom, Dad, I failed, and I was like going through all those changes, and I was like, I remember there was just one thing that was driving me outside. There was two things that were driving me out of my mind. One, that I felt like I failed my family and I died in Iraq and I was a pile of guts on the floor. The second one was the fact that I felt like I lived I had participated in an unlived life. And I was like, I swear, Father, if you give me one more chance, I'm not gonna have this happen again. I'm gonna die tired. Give me the chance to die tired. When the next time I'm dying, I'm gonna die tired, because I gave every single thing I have. And then when you start to take that mindset, it's not even about whether or not you, like, succeed and become a bazillionaire and have all these amazing things, or, it's not about all that, dude. It becomes about, did I do my best today? Two things, like there's that flip side of purpose. It's, what's the purpose of my life? What's my life asking of me today? Like, did I step into everything that life had for me at my best, 100%, the strongest, with all that I had? And also, like, did I co-create with this thing? And did I bring my will into play? Did I do what I could to, like, get the little bit I could have take the 2 little steps up the mountain today? Did I, take that one bite of the elephant? Like, did I get my little bit of, Byron in for today? And also, did I step into what God has for me, for what life's asking of me, and for what everything I'm dealing with, in the most effective, deliberate, responsible manner, in order to, transcend who I was when I woke up this morning? Am I going to go to sleep, and in the life and death of every moment that took place today, am I going to go to sleep on the next level, on a higher level, as a better person? You know what I mean? Tired because I did the reps, but wake up stronger because, I did the work, so I've rebuilt, and now I'm going to go on ahead and literally pay attention to every single moment. I'm going to do everything I can to literally pay attention to every single hour, because the realization, what was it, The Last Samurai, he's like, the way of the warrior, life in every breath. Like, yo, like, not to be cheesy, but it's real, and when you've had these near-death experiences, or you've had death experiences, it becomes so real to you. But to know life in every breath, to know that every single breath that you breathe, every single moment that passes, you literally are dying a small death, and you can't get it back. And so literally what you choose to do with your life every day and every moment of your life is what you're not only living for, but it's what you're dying for, man. So if you don't like what you're dying for right now, you don't like what you're living for right now, you going ahead and you do everything you got to do to change that. And that's all you can do. So that's the beauty of it. Step into it and start chipping away at it. The same way you eat an elephant, the same way you climb a mountain, one step at a time, the same way you got to where you are right now. Everyone looks for these miraculous changes, like all of a sudden change is going to be the most, like all of a sudden you're going to be a star. Nah, man, seed, time, harvest. Seed, time, harvest. Just pay attention to the natural processes around you, ladies and gentlemen. That's how life works. Seed, time, harvest. You didn't grow up in one day. You know what I mean? You plant your seed, you water the ground in the same spot where you plant the seed every single day for a long period of time, and you keep watering it, and then something happens, How do you climb a mountain? You see the mountain, you imagine through your vision the top of the mountain. You see through your sight an incline right in front of you calling you out. You know what I'm saying? And one step at a time. But what you got to realize is that in every moment that lives and in every moment that dies, is the end result, which is eventually going to be death, but which is eventually going to be your destiny before that death. And so in every single moment that lives or dies, you experience what I call fate, or you experience really destiny. Fate comes upon you, and destiny is what you're moving towards. When we're talking about climbing the mountain, destiny would be the destination at the top of the mountain. Fate would be what happens to you and eventually comes upon you if you just camp out at the bottom of the mountain. So at any rate, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got for you, man. Life in every breath, life and death in every moment. What are you living for right now? What do you think you're just existing for is also what you're dying for. I love you guys. I'm going to get back to you on these comments. And subscribe. Share this video if you know anyone who needs it. I'm out.